Dr. George. I am Muhammad Farihan bin Mustafa Kamal and my matrix number is JP10894/19. Today the topic that we're going to discuss is how online resources improved my English writing, speaking, reading comprehension and listening comprehension skills during the COVID-19 pandemic. As we are all aware, due to this pandemic, everything needs to be done online to avoid close contact. In general, whatever documents, web pages or any software application that we can access via the internet are considered as online resources. Google Chrome and Mozilla Firefox are the most common web browsers among students. Awis, what do you understand about the online resources?
Thank you, Farihan, for the matter. But first of all, I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Wan Muhammad Awis Arkani bin Wan Yusuf, with the matrix number is JP10944/19, and people can call me Awis. Based on Farihan's early inquiries regarding online resource, I would like to clarify according to my understanding. In general, it means web pages and documents on the internet that provide useful information are known as online resources. Okay, the online resources is archetypal and educational in nature. Is educational in nature. Any support of software available online can also be considered a resources. In short, it is made available online, not from printed sources. However, Farihan, let me be more specific. What is online learning resources? What is online learning resources? The online learning resources is any resources available on the internet. Is an online educational environment. The online learning resources is any resource available on the internet in an online educational environment. It might be HTML documents such as a course or chapter objective, lecture notes, assignment, or any answers to chapters to chapter questions. It might be audio or video lesson, interactive exercise or exams, or documents providing links to the websites, or any digital material used for supporting the student that is delivered in multiple delivery models, or digital learning content, material or tools available online to the learners. So what about you, Leonard? Do you have any idea about what we talk about that?
I certainly do agree with your points and explanations, Farihan and Awis. But first of all, let me introduce myself to you. I am Leonard Cruz and my matrix number is JP10888/19. So, to add on, online resources can also be anything that is stockpiled in a computerized or automated format, where numerous teachings, understandings, research and learning are being done by using it recently. Following the current situation where COVID-19 doesn't allow physical or face-to-face learning, these online resources play a very major role in everyone's life, especially in every student's life. As we know, that our intensive sessions were conducted recently, and we have all gained an abundance of knowledge via our online classes conducted by our dear lecturers. Part of the online learning resources is our USM Students Portal, where we as a student, we have access anytime, anywhere, either by our laptops or by our smartphone devices. Learning through online has become very feasible, where one could just educate themselves anywhere and anytime by just a click of a screen. Learning via online has made it also look more creative and exciting by graphical images and relevant videos posted on learning pages.
Thank you, Leonard and Farihan. Both of you gave a good point of view about it. Now we go to writing. So I want to start with a question. Is it true that online study helps in our writing skills? Or, okay, let me give my point of view first. To me, since the skill of using computers was introduced since school, even every home also has at least one computer, of course. Nowadays, writing skills have a part of our lives. Today's writing no longer use handwriting. It has already been replaced by perhaps 90% of typing in matter that requires writing, such as texting, paperwork, blogging, or social media. Isn't that impressive? There are even too many websites that we can access to learn a writing method that follow the standard, especially in producing papers and journals. And for me, it helps a lot in my progression writing. Do you have any favorite website that guides you in writing, Farihan?
I can see your points, Awis. There are numerous numbers of websites to which we can subscribe. I prefer to read journals from Science Direct for better understanding, and I use this as a guide when doing my assignments. Besides that, applications such as Grammarly are very helpful in my writing since they can detect any grammar mistakes and give suggestions to make sentences more coherent. Do you agree with me, Leonard?
Fair enough, Farihan. Those platforms do help a lot as conducting the assignments. Not to forget, online resources such as English as a second language and English spelling rules also helps me a lot. These websites help me to learn new bombastic words to be used on a daily life. I could also identify the common mistakes that I do while doing the assignments with the given examples. Through this, I can identify and correct myself to do a better writing. Moreover, these online resources also provides guides to English spellings where I reduce making any spelling errors in my daily life.
Did you both know that applications such as HelloTalk are one of the best conversational applications since we can chat with English speakers from around the world via text, voice call, video call, and even drawing? This app assists me in my daily life communication, and you guys know that this app is available in the Google Play Store and it's free. This app is extremely beneficial to users because all we have to do is download it and begin to use it. Always, could you share with us how online resources improve your speaking skills?
Yeah, Farihan, it's true. It's too much benefit we get from online study, but there are some I've experienced that are less pleasant in this situation, especially when I have to communicate verbally. It's not easy. This is because the speed of the internet is necessarily to address this problem. The internet is too slow. In my area place, I've always had a bad time with the internet speed, and this experience has certainly made it difficult for me to communicate verbally via online. Until now, I rather use messaging apps than video calls. However, there are different problems from different angles. What about you, Leonard? Do you have good experience with it?
For me, online resources made my speaking skills finer and better. To firm my points, let me give you an example. I, as a student, grew up in an Indian family, which sometimes makes it hard to pronounce certain words, especially those bombastic ones. Thus, I usually go on by using pronunciation applications on my phone, such as Elsa. This application made my life easier, as it says out the word, following me, repeating the word in the correct manner, where I believe I learned a lot through this. Adding more, media content also makes me learn new phrases, such as how to use correct words at the correct timing, and so on.
Thank you, Leonard. For me, online resources are one of the best ways to improve my reading skills. There are several reading strategies you can start using right away to improve your reading comprehension. Nowadays, newspapers and books are easy can access online. During my free time, I like to surf the New Straits Times website for reading purposes, since it's used simple language. The more you practice, the better you will become at understanding what you are reading. How about you, Leonard? Could you express your thought on this?
Wow, that's a brilliant thing you do, Farihan. As we stacked up, our daily routine, reading the news through online platform, do benefit us. Well, as for me, just like you, I used to read a lot of online journals and research to make me more informative, especially during this COVID-19 pandemic. Due to my long working hours, there will be no time for me to get my way to the library or to attend any talks. Thus, through these online resources, I can double dip where I'm able to gain knowledge and to work long hours at the same time.
For everyone information, Leonard and I are paramedics who works as a frontliner. Even Farihan also is a part of the team because he is medical laboratory technician. My whistle if I'm wrong, Farihan. Basically, I agree that we have a very limited and critical time because we are busy fighting with this pandemic COVID-19. At the same time, we need to spend the hours with family too. So with online study, it keeps me on track. And for the rest, I just need to be smart to spend for the purpose of learning, especially in reading journals and making notes on smartphones. In a modern lifestyle where reading can be done online, such problems can be overcome or at least can be reduced, right?
So, coming to listening comprehension, online resources make things easier. For example, I used to listen to a text repeatedly, and by doing that, I can sharpen my skills better and be able to understand the topic deep down. In case it's a face-to-face speech, I won't be able to ask repeatedly to say back what the speaker said. Yet, through online platform, I'm able to play it back again and again until I get it correctly and able to absorb it. There are also applications which are designed to build and which can brush up the skills starting from the beginner stage, and these are beyond useful for all of us.
Yeah, Leonard, indeed. It is indisputable that everything that has been taught during online classes can be downloaded, saved to computer memory, and replay many times. Replay the recorded video many times. There are sometimes many important things that we are, as a student, overlooking during the class, right? And surely everyone doesn't have the same ability to absorb all sort of things that teach on the class on the spot. Am I right, Farhan?
It seems we have the same thoughts. The internet provides an abundance of resources that allow English learners like us to improve our listening and communication skills. An app such as the BBC Learning English allows us to improve not only listening but our speaking skills too. Each lesson includes audio in English, a transcript, exercises, and a vocabulary list. We also can practice by taking tests, chatting with other English learners, and using voice recognition to practice our English speaking. Listening also aids in the acquisition of correct pronunciation, intonation, and vocabulary. Always, what you can conclude from the topic that we discussed today?
Yeah, for me, online study still has certain disadvantage because focusing on learning as we ourselves are in a real classroom is quite different. Where if we are in a physical classroom, right, we get a real atmosphere, physically confront the teacher, and interact with everyone. It really gives satisfaction in learning because as human being we need it naturally. Yet it's all up to us as a student to overcome the problem, because in a pandemic situation that prevent us from meeting in person in the classroom. That only initiative that we have for self-improvement is by using the internet, and that is the major factor why the online resources are quite helpful. As for English studies, improving the skills of writing, speaking, reading comprehension, and listening comprehension is not an issue, because with the internet, improving English should be easier and more effective.
In a nutshell, online resources plays a major role in everyone's life, especially we as a student. As I mentioned earlier, during this COVID-19 pandemic, as most students are only able to attend online classes, there will be limit in learning and understanding. Thus, I believe these online resources make every student's lives easier, better and brighter, especially when it's involving video and graphical images for a better understanding.
Thank you, Aris and Leonard. I do agree with most of your opinions. Even though we all still miss the face-to-face learning platform, the COVID-19 pandemic forces the education system worldwide to find an alternative way to sustain the learning process. And now, we are here doing our oral tests online. This is one good example that online resources play an important role in enhancing our English skills. This is because we can easily access the internet at any time and anywhere. In conclusion, online resources are very effective in improving our English skills. On behalf of all, thank you.
I hope with this dialogue, with this discussion, it also can improve our communication skills, right, brother? Okay, goodbye. See you next time. Bye.